And now, it's time for the Roadshow feedback booth.
Today we were at the Antiques Roadshow. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
And we found out that this train set was worth...
Big money.
What about your toy?
It was a piece of junk.
We originally came with the Rembrandt, which turned out to be a bust, but then
we have a John Hancock.
And an Abraham Lincoln.
And they kind of saved the day, so we had a great time at the Antiques Roadshow.
I did learn that my Roman jewelry that I paid $30 a piece for is actually worth $100 a piece.
And our Native American rug came from Afghanistan.
My table was not worth anything that I expected.
Yeah, my father-in-law bought this for $10 and it's worth $5,000 to $10,000.
Yay!
Hey, we had a wicked awesome time at the Antiques Roadshow.
We drove and we drove and we drove and we drove and we made it to the Antiques Roadshow to find out our little teeny nut is worth $100.
I bought a little bronze mice that we've had in our family for a long time, and they're Vienna painted bronze. We love it very much. I don't know how I let a Yankee fan into the Boston Antiques Roadshow, but here she is. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on the Antiques Roadshow. Hi, you guys.
Hi.
Can I take a look? Sure. So these are photographs that have been colorized.
That's correct.
And now, it's time for the Roadshow feedback booth.
Came to the Antiques Roadshow today to have fun. We met a lot of great people in line. It was a great experience. And I found out my little man Wilfred, who I paid $45 for, is worth $1,500. Woo!
Okay, this is a rather hideous tapestry that turns out to be worth less than what his mother paid to send it to us, and we're going to be returning it to her this afternoon.
And I brought this signed Maurice Sendak book that he drew a picture and signed it for me when I was a kid, and it's worth $400 to $600.
And I just had this appraised, and it's a daguerreotype, and I have the picture of the ugliest man the appraiser has ever seen. And he even brought it to another appraiser and said, "Have you ever seen anything so ugly?" It's not worth much, but I think the distinction is definitely worth it all.
And to the Roadshow, I brought my original Bozo the Clown costume that was worn on television by myself in the early 1970s for about 3 years in Worcester, Massachusetts. And it's been sitting in my closet for 40 years, and when I got a ticket to Roadshow, I thought this would be a perfect thing to bring. It's been appraised, and they told me it's worth in the neighborhood of $10,000, which really surprised me, and that's wonderful.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. Merely decorative, I'm afraid. And by some lights, not even that. Thank you very much, Antiques Roadshow. Good night.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Antiques Roadshow. Can I look at your print there? How are you? Good. Can I look at it? Yep. And now, it's time for the Roadshow feedback booth.
Came in here today to the Roadshow with a violin, expecting great things. I'm going to be playing for my supper on the way home.
Brought 2 baseballs, one signed by the Yankees, the other by the Red Sox. And they told us the Yankee one was more valuable. And as a Red Sox fan, I know that's not possible.
We just thought we'd bring our children in today, Lancelot and Arthur. And we found out that they didn't do as good in life as we thought, so we're still going to have to go back to work.
This scale was useless. This axe was dangerous. But spending the day with my son at the Roadshow is worth $1 million.
And I came to the Antiques Roadshow to find out how much my painting of my first grade picture was worth. My children always say I look like Alfred E. Newman, but I don't think so. What do you think?
And we brought this autographed photo of Joe DiMaggio.
And this painting?
And we were told they're worth about $300 each. And that's okay, we'll take it. We had a great time at the Antiques Roadshow. And we saw Mark Wahlberg, and he is dreamy.
I'm Mark Wahlberg. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Antiques Roadshow. There's a Boston collectible right there. Hi, Mark.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Where'd you get this?
Oh, picked it up online.